Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is pretty much just the yammerings of a middle-aged woman playing with makeup. So if you want to see how my brain works and the thoughts that flitter in and out, stick around, we're gonna get into it. Let me just say real quick, if you're not already subscribed, now's a good time to do that. I super appreciate you. All right, I'm about to have a very naked face. Brace yourself. Let's just get into it. I did some brow pencil in my brows. I primed my eyes with my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base. It's what I always use. Love, love, love it. And I've got the butterscotch tape on my eyes. If you're new here, the term butterscotch tape is from my youngest son. When he was little, he called scotch tape butterscotch tape, and it's so cute, it stuck. So that's why I call it butterscotch tape. And I use it because I'm 44 and gravity is a thing. And my eyes aren't as up as they used to be. So there's some sagging and some stuff. And the scotch tape just gives me a nice clean line. I can't do winged eyeliner. I'm not that talented and I have very hooded eyes. So this kind of gives me a winged liner effect without having any talent. So that's where we're starting. And I'm gonna play with the Hella palette. This is the Odin's Eye and Angelica Makevist collab. Angie's amazing. I love her content. And that's what it looks like on the inside. I'm not gonna really talk a lot about what I'm putting on my face, hopefully. I usually end up reverting back to like tutorial mode when I'm talking, but I'm gonna try not to because I have some stuff I want to talk about today. So I'm just gonna grab my fluffy blending brush and tuck right in. Predominantly, I think, unpopular opinion type things. So if I say something that you don't agree with or you think I've gone around the bend, that's okay. Like, we don't have to agree. And if you have any tips or tricks for me because I maybe don't know and you do, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I'm not saying this is the be all end all. These are just the current thoughts that I've been having floating around in my head. And I say floating because they flitter kind of in and out. As quickly as they come, they're usually gone again. So let's start with Pat McGrath. I saw a video recently about her newest release, and the general consensus, I guess, is that it's beautiful, the quality is excellent, but it's the same thing she always releases. And I say this, like, supposedly because I don't have any of the mothership palettes. I have seen a bunch and think they are beautiful, but they are pretty much the same thing over and over and over again. And they're pretty much neutral palettes, which I do think is great and there is a place for. I just typically don't buy a lot of neutral palettes. And from what I'm hearing in these videos and reviews and whatever, is that it's the same thing that she releases over and over and over again. Excellent quality, of course, but the same shades with maybe slight variations. And one of the women I saw said, why does she keep doing this? Why doesn't she switch it up? Because people keep buying it. People are a lot of times collectors of, in this instance, Pat McGrath. And so why would she change it up? Why would she make an effort to do something different? People are going to buy it anyway. I only have the Bridgerton collab, and I have both last year and 2020 holiday releases, and they are fantastic. I love them with my whole heart. I think they are amazing. I also think that they're different from each other. So I was really excited about that. I was talking to my bestie yesterday about this particular topic. And, you know, we were both like, well, we'll have to see what this year's holiday palette looks like, because what if it is more of the same? So I'm going to hold off judging that one too harshly right now. But the bottom line is, if you continue to purchase the products, she's going to continue to produce them. And I think so often people get tucked into the collecting it portion of the program, which is fine, like if that's what you want to do, but you can't expect change if that's what you're going to do. Like, it's working for her. It's not broken. Can be said about other things in the world, probably far more important things than makeup, but there you have it. I want to play with makeup and talk about makeup because it's fun and easy and it's not heavy. It's ridiculous in the big scheme of things. So that's what I focus on here. Of course, I have thoughts about other things. I just don't want to do that here. This is my fun spot. So anyway, back to Pat McGrath. She's not going to change her plans. She's not going to change how she does things. It's not broken for her. So if you want to see change, stop collecting the palettes. I can't tell you how many videos I've seen of Tom Ford palettes or quads and Chanel, and this stuff is crap. Stop buying it. I mean, these people aren't going to stop producing it if you keep buying it because it's working for them. So I don't know. Are you a collector? Is this something that you like to do? Are you on board with just buying the same things over and over and over and over again? And again, I'm not judging. I'm just saying for me personally, it's not something I'm into. So that's my little rant on Pat McGrath. Let me know what you think in the comments section. And again, not judging, just, random thoughts. The next thing I was thinking about is freaking ColourPop. I've done a couple of videos where I mentioned ColourPop because I do have a couple things in my collection from ColourPop, but I don't have a lot. And, I of course watch new makeup release videos because I like to see what's coming and all the new fun stuff. And it's always something from ColourPop. And it looks like it's always the same thing over and over and over and over. And again, people keep buying this. Like, why? I literally don't understand. Can you tell me why? Do you know why? Do you collect ColourPop palettes? Do you buy a lot of the releases? Way back, early on, wow, my eyes look a mess. I was super excited. Like, ColourPop was super affordable, and I did buy some of the Super Shock shadows. I never reached for them. Turns out I don't actually like the Super Shocks. I have a couple, and I do have one of the Jelly Much, which I thought looked super cool, but I've never actually used. So, ColourPop, it's the same thing over and over and over and over again. Do you buy ColourPop? Do you like what they're releasing? The next brand on my list is Sigma. How crazy is that? I have one Sigma palette, I think. It was the Princess one. And it's nice. I certainly like it. And I've heard so many good things about the brushes. So, of course, I grabbed a couple and not a fan. I don't know what I'm missing. And everyone's like, Sigma's so great. They've got it going on, the whole shebang. And I was just like, I don't see the appeal. So again, not judging, just it confuses me how these brands can get so popular and so hyped, and I don't know. It's just so strange to me. I recently started doing a lot more conscious buying from indie brands, like small indie brands. Of course, Pat McGrath and Shashanona are indie brands, but they're humongous. And the small, I guess ColourPop is too, technically. And these big brands have lots of employees and they're doing really, really well. And that's amazing for them. When you order from a smaller brand like Nomad or Copacetic or any of the smaller indie brands, those people are sending you thank you notes, whether it's on your receipt or if it's a separate little note on a piece of paper, a card, whatever it is. These very small companies with very few employees have the time and attention to detail to say thank you. Doesn't that strike you as odd? It strikes me as odd. Like, if you have enough employees that you can have this multi-million, billion-dollar business. Where's the appreciation? Like, it's so weird to me, because for me, like, a thank you goes so far with me. Like, just, appreciate, yeah, thinking about it. It doesn't have to be a big deal, but you would think with these big, huge companies, they would be like, wow, these people have stuck by us. They spend their hard-earned money and really just do the most to support us, and this is how we treat them. I mean, a lot of their shipping is BS from so many of these places, like the big brands. Blows my mind. Absolutely crazy. Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona, days and days and days and days and days. My last Nomad order was shipped Friday. I got it Saturday. Like, it's a little brand. And she was able to get it shipped out and to me in no time. And I know, like, some of it's USPS for sure. But if tiny brands can behave like this and get this much accomplished, why can't the big brands? Makes me crazy. So all that to say, I don't understand the makeup community, but also, I'm not like never, ever, ever buying from these brands. That's not something I'd ever commit to. There's a couple that I won't buy from, but by and large, that's not the case. But I am taking a break. When I see Natasha Denona releases, I'm like, oh, that looks fun. Or, not this last one necessarily, but a lot of her stuff is very, very good. The Circle Loco palette, boy howdy, didn't see that coming from Natasha Denona. But the eyeshadows crease on me. I thought it was me. I thought it was my eyes. I thought it was the base that I'm using. I got a couple of helpful suggestions from a couple of you, and none of it worked. It still creases on me, and I don't know what the problem is. These indie brands, yesterday I tried out, what did I use? Hold please. I tried out Unearthly Cosmetics. No creasing. It did stain a little bit, which my eyelids were pink, but like really, really good. Nomad never creases. Odin's Eye never creases. Like, these small brands have it going on. And I still see so many people not buying from them, which I understand to a degree. Many years ago, my stepsister, who is one of the best humans on the planet, she supports small brands. She is literally the epitome of thoughtful and kind. And so this had to be 6-ish years ago, something. Time is hard for me. We've been over this. She bought eyeshadow in these itty bitty little zipper bags from, I wish I could remember where because I can't. It was an indie brand, and part of me was like, is this safe? Like, can we put this on our faces? And it's okay because, small brands, indie brands, people making makeup in their home or, whatever the situation is. It was so new that it felt almost unsafe. And so I wonder if that's still a thing. Like, if you're not available at Sephora, Ulta, can the makeup be trusted? And the answer is yes. Boy howdy, can it ever. So I don't know. I mean, if you were here a year ago, or I don't know. Again, time is weird. After Sydney Grace, no, it wasn't a year ago. Was it? I don't know when it was. But after Mel died, Sydney Grace re-released her palette again and helped support the family and do all the things, all good stuff. And that's when I decided I wanted to start buying from more indie brands. And so that's what my focus has been. And I am not sorry. Everything that I've gotten has been great. Absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy that I decided to go that route. So if you're, not sure, thinking maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't, I say go for it. It's It's so worth it. These brands, because they are small, I think, because this is a passion, not just a job, their makeup is outstanding. And it's okay to order from small brands that not a lot of people are talking about, because no one's going to talk about them until they become bigger and more popular. So I say do it to it. If you were thinking about it, go for it. You won't be sorry. I'm not. Everything I've tried, I've been so happy with. So like I said, I'm not vetoing the big brands. I'm not vetoing Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath. I'm not going to purchase anything until something really jumps out at me like, boy howdy, you need this in your life. Because I'm getting such good stuff from smaller brands who are doing it for the passion, for the love, and not just for the paycheck, which feels good. I mean, I'm super pro small business. Yes, I order from Zon. You have to. I think in this day and age, like there's no way to avoid having to do some business with big businesses. Like it has to be done. But makeup wise, I'm really happy with the indie brands and the small businesses. I'm going to, look at that, like next to no fallout. I'm gonna hop off camera real quick, finish up my face, and then come back and we'll wrap this video up. All right, I'm back, my face is done, obviously, and I'm gonna finish up my under eye. And I thought while I was doing that, I could talk to you about some brands or palettes or things that I kind of wanna try in the very near future. For me, I'm gonna stick with indie brands, of course, hence the video. I really, really, really would like to try the Cosmic Brushes palette that has such rave reviews. I know I wouldn't be sorry. I really would like the new Blend Bunny palette. I have the other three. I am a huge fan. Obviously, anything Nomad releases, I'm gonna purchase. I'm a diehard fan of Nomad Cosmetics. I think the people behind it are good humans, and I full on want to continue to support them. I'm also interested in trying out some mystery boxes. Should I? Shouldn't I? Is it a waste? Is it worth it? I personally thoroughly enjoy getting presents. When I was younger, it was awkward, didn't love it. But now I'm like, yeah, I really like presents. Let's do this. And ordering mystery boxes kind of feels like presents. You know what I mean? Like gifts. And I saw one. It was like a Poshmark mystery box that looked super fun. But since it looks fun to me, I kind of need your advice. Like, does it seem like more of a waste of money to purchase something you have no idea what it is? Like, is that silly? Like these blind bags that kids get in love, they're fun. Maybe sometimes it's stuff they would actually want to buy and sometimes it's not, but isn't that kind of fun too? Like, I don't know. So I'm counting on you to help me decide if I should get a mystery box from like Poshmark, or if there's another indie brand out there that you know of that I should try. I would like to do it that way. Generally speaking, when a brand does a mystery box, I feel like that's a really good way to taste test bits of the brand without having to know for sure what you should or shouldn't pick up, and sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's not. I got the Lunar Beauty one and was really pretty happy with the whole box. I subscribed to AIA briefly and got the ColourPop one. Wasn't as thrilled, but got some stuff that I kind of liked, so that was pretty cool. I did the same thing with Odin's Eye. I had nothing from Odin's Eye except for Angie's palette, ironically enough, that I'm using today. And so that was a good way, I thought, to taste test the brand. I didn't think I would use everything, and some stuff I gave away or have for giveaways, but some of the stuff I really liked. So let me know in the comment section if there is a mystery box I should try. Do you think I'm crazy and shouldn't do it at all? Because sometimes when you're in a thing, you can't see all the points of view. So I'm counting on you to give me some advice here. Anyway, that's the look done and dusted. Let me know what you think about this topic down below. And again, for the 1 millionth time, I am not judging anybody. I am the last person to judge anyone on anything. It's just some thoughts that I had, and the only way to curate a thought or stop having them is to get input from somebody else, and that's what I wanted to do here. So let me know what you think. Please, please, please don't be offended. I super appreciate you hanging out with me. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.